David Mark reacts after he was quizzed by Efcc officials, alleges persecution. Former President of the Senate, David Mark, has said the allegations by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Efcc, that he purchased his N$748 million APO residential house illegally were not true. According to Mark, the Efcc will not reach its goal in the matter because he did not flout any law. The Nation reports that Mark made the explanation in a statement through his media assistant, Paul Mumet. He said if his investigation concerned the 2019 politics, then no amount of persecution would alter the will of God. The property was duly offered for sale, bid for, and purchased like any other person would in line with federal government's monetization policy that was started during the time of President Olusegun Obasanjo. I had the right of first refusal. Even if I did not purchase it, someone else would have. I am a law-abiding citizen. I did not flout any law. Curiously, 4 houses occupied by the then presiding officers of National Assembly were offered to the occupants. All of us, me as the then President of the Senate, Deputy President of the Senate, Ike Kremadu, the then Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dimeji Banko, and his deputy, Bayero Nafada, were all given the same offer. I am at a loss as to why it is now a subject of contention, he said. Mark, who is currently being investigated by the Efcc and the Special Presidential Investigation Panel for the Recovery of Public Property, added, if this persecution is about politics, my political party and the 2019 elections, I dare say that only God and Nigerians would decide. No amount of persecution would alter the will of God. I had refrained from commenting on this because it is already in the law court. But they have taken the matter to the court of public opinion. Senator Mark through his lawyer Ken Iken in the suit before the Federal High Court, Abuja had said that he followed due process and legally acquired the property from the FCDA on April 27, 2011. Senator Mark is also asking the court for a declaration that an order by the Attorney General of the Federation and one Abano Adla of the Presidential Task Force on Recovery of Government Properties compelling him to vacate the aforesaid property without affording him a fair hearing amounted to a denial of his fundamental human rights, unconstitutional and void. He recalled that the Federal Executive Council decided to authorize the sale of the properties housing the principal officers of the National Assembly because the general security of the area had been altered, compromised due to the sale of the other houses in the legislative quarters to the public. Consequent upon which the houses were offered for sale and duly purchased. Senator Mark was given the first option of refusal upon which he duly accepted on April 21, 2011 and paid the agreed purchase price to the Ad Hoc Committee on Sale of Federal Government Houses on April 27, 2011. Nage.com earlier reported how David Mark was accused by the federal government of illegally acquiring his then official residence as his private property. The federal government had in September 2017, through the Special Presidential Investigation Panel for the Recovery of Public Property, issued Mark a 21-day notice to quit the mansion.